I'm Chris Berman. Let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Chiefs come away with a 2-point nail-biting win. Santana Moss pulled down 100-plus receiving yards and helped his Jets beat the Rams. In the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, we had the Eagles edge their way to a narrow 3-point win. We had a big trade also of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
We'll shift gears now just a little and have a look at a few trades that should certainly be of interest. Michael Strahan leaves the Giants and will be on his way to the Dolphins. And it's clear this was an area of their football team that needed somebody. In exchange, they'll get someone to beef up their roster. Patrick Surtain is a guy that ought to be able to fit right in with his new club, and he should make his presence felt over time.
Vikings, Jaguars. Michael Bennett wants to get his team inside field goal range. Gets the handoff at the 42. Oh, he may do more than that. He shakes too. He could go all the way. Touchdown. The Vikings win this one by the final score of 24-17. Up in Ford Field, we had the Lions ending up on the wrong end of an 8-point game. Dennis Northcutt had over 50 yards receiving and helped his Browns beat the Saints. The Buccaneers had over 100 return yards in their victory at Tampa. Texans, Bears. David Carr is always tough to cover inside the red zone. The ball at the 18-yard line, and there's a little room at the 2. Touchdown! The Texans go on to win this by the final score of 24-17. Up in historical New England, we had the Patriots bash their way to a 23-point victory. Over at M&T Stadium, we had the Ravens edge their way to a narrow 3-point win. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Griffin is on the move. Perhaps not for all that he thought he'd get, but a good deal nonetheless. 4 years, $4.9 million, plus a $1.4 million signing bonus. Travis LeBoy is on the move as well as he signs a 3-year contract with the Colts. Mario Edwards will be on the move. You see it there. He'll be getting a nice little payday, too. 6 years, $3.9 million, plus a $1.1 million signing bonus. This guy will also have a new address for a while as he signs a 4-year contract with the Cardinals.
David, please come to Boston, pulled down 100-plus receiving yards and helped his Dolphins beat the Redskins. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Jimmy Smith won't see action for a while, so this offense is going to have to make do without him. He'll be out for 11 weeks. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own mash unit. Rod Gardner sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. Broken ribs severely hampering his mobility. They'll keep him out for 5 weeks. Now the big story of the day. David Boston will be on the sidelines for a while, and that is not good news for his club. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
And last but not least, we had the Cowboys come away victorious. So that'll just about do it. But before we go, I'm going to toss out a few game balls to my prime-time players. Each and every one of these men had a week to remember. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studio. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. Here we go on ESPN. Welcome one and all to NFL Kickoff Weekend 2004. Hope everybody had a great Labor Day weekend. I'm Chris Berman. Now we're ready for some football. We kick off our coverage of the NFL on ESPN with what ought to be a pretty good one. Raiders, Steelers. Next!
Well, the fans definitely look pumped up and ready for today's game. Hello, I'm Dan Stevens, and welcome to Heinz Field. With me, my colleague, Peter O'Keefe. Peter, this game features a big-time matchup between an elite wide receiver and a defensive back who's one of the best in the league.
That's right, Dan, and you've got to figure they'll be seeing a lot of one another today. Hines Ward, he's a magnificent talent. He's clearly one of the very top receivers in the National Football League. Well, what's great about this guy, he's got great hands and reliability. Makes him a favorite target for this offense. And here on the other side is another top-tier player. Charles Woodson is a star cornerback. What I love about this guy is his agility. He can stay with a receiver to knock down a pass or make an open field tackle. It should be one heck of a matchup. It'll be interesting to see who gets the upper hand.
Okay, Peter, we'll see how they do once the game begins, but first, the toss of the coin.
It's heads. Jeff Reed kicking off for the Steelers.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Reed kicks it off to begin the game. Saraway decides to take it out of the end zone. Dodges a tackle, stopped at the 19. A nice day for football, and ESPN Susie Colbert will tell us if it will stay that way. Susie?
Thank you, Dan. It's a slightly breezy day today, but it probably isn't enough to affect kicks or throws that much. Dan, back to you.
Susie, thank you. Wheatley carries it past scrimmage and heads wide left. One man to beat, chased down.
Oh, look at this guy go to town. This is a great run.
What an athlete, Peter. A fantastic display.
Hey, watch for this one to appear on SportsCenter later tonight.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chains.
And let me tell you, Dan, hearing those chains move is one of the best sounds in the game for an offense.
Down! Set!
Rice goes in motion.
Blue 36!
Wheatley picks up about 2, and that brings up second down.
Number 53 with the tackle.
Second down, 7 yards to go.
Down! Set!
Rice pitches to the left sideline, and he's just barely past the markers for a first.
First down, Raiders.
Jerry Rice has a guy shadowing him, but still manages to make the catch. He beats his man cold. It's all about staking your turf.
Great job fighting for that first down. He didn't waste any time.
Well, just because the pass is short of the markers doesn't mean he can't run it the rest of the way. He's a true competitor.
Gannon gets some air under this pass, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Down! Set! Number 43 with the cover.
This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete. Third down, 3 wideouts in the game. Smith takes him down back at the 50. It'll be 4th down.
Aaron Smith not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but buffed and polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
They stand tall and force a loss of yardage there. That's going to bring up a difficult 4th and long. Leckler gets ready to punt this away. Leckler gets the snap and punts it away. Randall fields it all the way back to the 7. Tackled at the 13.
Antoine Randall didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Steelers' offense takes the field, and they have a way to go. They'll start at their own 13-yard line. That bulldozes right of center and rambles for about 5. Second down, 1 man down.
Steelers, 18-yard line.
Down! Set!
Woodson puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete. Peter, unfortunately, we've had some players banged up so far.
Unfortunately so. Well, we've got some notable injuries this season. Teams are doing their best to put their best team on the field each week, but the injuries are piling up. There's no avoiding it. The key is to have depth in your roster and just hope for the best.
Watch the counter! Watch the counter! Pick up the counter!
Ball Steelers, 18-yard line.
Ladberg! Throw it back! Down! Set!
Roethlisberger gets all of his arm into this pass, and it's complete for a first down and a whole lot more.
Then Roethlisberger throws right past the coverage and into his receiver's hands. Nice throw.
And the first time he goes down the field, Peter, he hooks up with his receiver. What a throw.
Oh, boy, we'll see if they can keep up the long game. Well, Dan, we got an empty backfield, 5 receivers, and the defense is in their dime. Let's watch.
Bobbles and drops it incomplete.
Plaxico Burress looked like he was all over that one, but it just got away somehow. Tough incompletion.
Potential for a quick first down, but no, they cannot hook up the pass.
You can take a shot in that situation, and it's really not going to hurt you. That's a good call.
That'll bring up second down. Second down, 2 wideouts on the field.
Down! Set!
Bettis picks up about 2, and that brings up third down.
Number 91 with the tackle.
You just stay where you are!
3rd and 8.
Gun good! Gun good!
Ball Steelers, 45-yard line.
Sharp catches it left sideline as they get the first on 3rd and long.
Ben Roethlisberger makes a terrific completion in double coverage here. Wow. Now that...
Watch the run! Here it comes! Watch the ball! Watch the ball! Lead! Down! Single back! Set!
Bettis picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Jerome Bettis used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Second down from the on.
Down! Set!
That's the call again, and gains about 3 yards.
Number 91 with the tackle.
Give it up, Bo!
3rd and 6.
The earlier you can go
Ball
home.
33.
Weak back! Down! Set!
Roethlisberger airs this one to the left sideline, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Philip Buchanan couldn't have read that play any better if it was tattooed on the inside of his helmet.
It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning, and they forced the incompletion with relative ease.
Beautiful call by the D coordinator.
It'll be fourth down. Gardocki lines up for the punt. Gardocki takes the snap and punts it away. The Raiders had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their own 20-yard line.
Black 15.
Porter sacks him way back at the 14. It looks like, yeah, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
We need a card. Let's go. We need the card. Pronto, let's go. Let's go. Come on. We get out of here.
Danny, can you deal with
Second
this?
and 16. Ball the Raiders. 14-yard line.
Set.
Porter tracks him down and gets the sack way back at the 7.
Joey Porter got the sack, but he was totally unblocked. You need to at least lay a hand on someone to slow him down a bit.
Peter, he's really gotten after the quarterback in this game.
Oh, you could say that again. So far, he's got 2 tackles and 2 sacks.
Down. Set.
Wheatley picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up fourth down.
Jason Gilden brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
Terrific stand by the defense, Peter. What do you think?
Well, they shut that down like a health inspector shutting down a greasy spoon. Now it's fourth and forget it.
Leckler lines up in his own end zone for the punt. Leckler gets the ball and punts it away. Randall fields the punt at the 49. Tackled at the 40.
Antoine Randall did a nice job getting some yards after fielding the solid punt.
The Steelers have a short field and will start this drive at the 40-yard line. Roethlisberger just rifles this one, and the completion is good for 6.
Plaxico Burress made a fantastic catch in double coverage. Keep getting him the ball, guys.
Peter, I'm sure he's happy to bring that one in. The last 3 passes to him have all been incompletion.
He's struggling a bit there, but this may turn him around.
No dice, and it falls incomplete.
Jeremy Truman dropped the ball so fast there, you'd think it bit him on the thumb or something.
That would have gotten the first, but it's incomplete, and it will be third down. Third down with a split backfield.
Down. Set.
Roethlisberger fires this one over the middle, and it's incomplete. Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Reed launches the 51-yard attempt and has it sailed just.
Jeff Reed misses the field goal here.
That will end the first quarter, and it's still a scoreless game. The Raiders have been locked in a defensive struggle so far. They will start this drive at their 42-yard line. Crockett goes in motion. Gannon zings it to the right side, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Chad Scott shadowed the slant route back there and kept the receiver from making the catch. Incomplete pass.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. Second down and 4 wideouts in the game. Jolly didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Jason Gilden was all over the quick angle route on that one, and he had the upper hand when the pass got there. Nice job of causing that incompletion.
On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
Down! Set! Green, 37!
Gannon throws a bullet, and this one is incomplete.
Rich Gannon threw an incomplete pass there. You know, maybe that's lucky since there were 2 defenders in that zone.
The incompletions keep piling up, and even here in the second quarter, it doesn't seem to be improving.
Not at all. They're just not getting it together. The timing, the routes, the protection, nothing.
Leckler lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Leckler takes the long snap and punts it away. Logan catches it at the 16. Brought down at the 21.
Mike Logan got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Steelers stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 21-yard line.
Gray, 34!
Chews up 4 yards, and that brings up second down. Number 96 was shaken up earlier, and I hear Susie Culber has a report for us. Susie?
Thanks, Dan. I managed to quickly speak with the trainers. Apparently, he's hurt his ankle. They're looking at him right now. He seems to be in serious pain. The official word on his return, doubtful. Back to you.
Thanks, Susie. Perella bats this one at the line of scrimmage, incomplete.
John Perella swatted that pass away right at the line.
That'll give us a third down, and the defense was ready for that call.
Well played, and a good job of not giving up the short pass.
Let's go, defense! Let's make a stand! Ball, Steelers, 25-yard line. Down! Set! Go!
Buffalo's sends it to the right side, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Hines Ward took his lone defender to school on that last play, making the catch with relative ease.
Nice play, and they will convert on 3rd.
Great execution, Dan. They did everything right.
First down with the tight end right.
Down! Set!
They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete.
Plaxico Burress had that ball in his hands on that play, and then he just dropped it.
Another ball comes his way, and another incompletion. To come up blank so many times in a row is, well, it's got to be demoralizing for a player.
Absolutely, but you got to fight through the slump and grab one to get rolling again.
Down! Set!
Sapp gets the sack way back at the 27.
Warren Sapp sends this offense backpedaling with a nice sack in the backfield.
They lose some yardage there, Peter. It has to feel like they're going down and up escalator.
Yeah, a good rule of thumb here is to try to move the ball in the general direction of the other team's end zone. That's what usually works.
They read that play the whole way, and they force a 3rd and very, very long.
Monstrous D the past few downs for these guys. Nnamdi Asomugha came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception.
That is their 4th batted ball. I tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
We sure have. We'll see if they can keep it up, though.
Woodson fields the punt at the 25. Dragged down at the 36.
Charles Woodson returned for a few there, but after that gigantic punt, it was like tearing a single page out of War and Peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
Jolly goes in motion. Wheatley picks up about 2, and that will bring up second down.
Okay, fellas, all we can practice. Second and 7. Ball at the Ravens, 38-yard line.
Gannon fires this one over the middle, and the reception is made past the markers for a first down.
First down,
Rich Gannon uncorks a dynamite pass there with 2 defenders on the prowl.
Really incredible accuracy, but I'll tell you, that's got to sting if you're on the defense.
Righto, Dano. You know, they could have brought 8 guys on that play. Wouldn't have made a difference.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chains.
Great execution.
First down, tight end to the left. Porter gets the sack way back at the 41.
The Steelers used only 3 linemen to Swiss cheese the O-line and sack the quarterback back there.
The defensive design worked flawlessly, and the refs will spot the ball well behind the original line of scrimmage.
What a way to derail a series from the onset.
Second and long ahead. Gannon throws a high, long one to the right, and it's complete for a first down and a whole lot more.
Tim Brown reels in the catch despite being covered by 2 defenders. Dan, I guess he just can't be intimidated. Check this out. Oh, yeah, it's all about being focused. He had his eye on the ball the whole time, and he knew where he had to be.
That was the first time they even looked long in this game.
Yeah, the question is, why weren't they stretching it out in the first quarter? Dan, bunch of receivers out there. Defense is expecting that. They're going to nickel.
Wheatley gets the ball and runs into traffic. Porter tackles him behind the line of scrimmage.
Joey Porter targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That will be his 4th tackle of the contest. Second down, both wideouts to the right. Gannon lobs this one way over the middle, and it's intercepted. Tackled at the 20.
Check out the interception here on the replay, Dan. Watch how he reacts to get in the ball's path. Nice. That's how you make the INT, baby.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you gotta love D like that.
The Steelers could take the lead before halftime as their offense will start at their own 22-yard line. Mays didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Charles Woodson had superb coverage on that play. No wonder it was incomplete.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up.
Second and 10. Ball at the Steelers, 22-yard line.
Down! Set!
Roethlisberger zips it to the left sideline, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Denard Walker was with the receiver all the way back there on that deep corner route and interrupted the pass. Incomplete.
On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
Third down with 2 tight ends to the right.
Down! Set!
Woodson tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Rod Woodson got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
A nice defensive play will give him his second batted ball of the game.
Yeah, great read there.
Gardocki gets the ball and punts it away. Tackled at the 46.
Charles Woodson did a nice job getting some yards after fielding the solid punt.
The Raiders were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their 46-yard line. Porter makes the nice catch, and that will be good for a gain of 8.
Pass interference, number 26, defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul
Shea Townsend manhandled that receiver back there like a puppy playing with a chew toy, Dan, and he rightly got slapped with defensive pass interference.
First and 10. Ball at 47.
Gannon uncorks this to the left sideline, and it's off. Incomplete.
With the deflection.
Rich Gannon is really struggling out there today. As you can see by the numbers, it's all bad. Up to now, he's got 42 yards and 1 interception.
Second down, 10 yards to go.
Ball at 47.
Down! Set!
Rice goes in motion.
39! Great! 39!
Carries it for the 6th time and only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Jason Gilden was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
Nice job eliminating any forward progress on that play. That will bring up a 3rd and long. The Steelers take their first time out. Leckler lines up for the punt.
Punt formation. Antoine Randall to make the return.
Leckler takes the long snap and punts it away. Randall catches it back at the 7. Stop at the 50.
Racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Steelers haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This drive begins at their own 15-yard line. Roethlisberger throws it to the right sideline, and he hits his man for a pickup of 9.
Pass interference. Number 91. Defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul.
Tyler Brayton slapped around the receiver way too much on that play, and the ref let him know it with a flag for pass interference.
First down, 3 wideouts in the game.
Ball Steelers 21-yard line.
Down! Set!
No one in front of him. Touchdown!
Phillip Buchanan intercepts the ball close to the end zone, so you know he's going for it. And he gets it. What a huge play for the defense as they put points on the board.
Peter, he'll add a touchdown to his stats, and he has to be very happy with that.
You bet. Big play, my friend.
Now the point after, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Janikowski rockets this one deep. Randall downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense comes out and has an opportunity to tie it before halftime. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. Bettis gets the call on first down and heads wide right. No one in front of him. The 45, 30, 20, 15, and touchdown.
Touchdown, Steelers!
Jerome Bettis averts danger on this one. Watch how he plows through the D. Oh, a big stiff arm on that play.
Peter, that will put a touchdown in his stat column.
And that's always nice to have him. So far, he's got 95 yards and 1 touchdown.
Here's the extra point, and
The extra
it's
point is good.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Reed kicks this one away. Zeraway fields the kickoff at the 1. Dragged down at the 24. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Look at how many times they've had to punt it away. They've got to put a few longer drives together and get into the end zone.
The Raiders offense takes the field, and they will start out at their own 24-yard line.
Goal 54. Check. Goal 54.
Brown hauls it in right side and gets past the markers for a first down.
Hello? Can anyone stop these guys? What's the counter?
First and 10. Ball at the Raiders, 35-yard line.
Down. Set.
Wheatley picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Tyrone Wheatley used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Porter goes in motion. Wheatley gets the call again and heads out right. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run.
Jason Gilden targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That will be his 4th tackle of the contest. So that'll bring the first half of football to a close as the clubs head to the locker room, all tied. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN Halftime Report. Boomer?
All right, Ken, interesting game at the half. We'll get back to you guys in a bit. First, we welcome everybody to our ESPN Halftime Report. I'm Chris Berman. Now we'll look at our first half by the numbers, and I tell you, first downs have been the story here. The Raiders should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponent hang with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Tyrone Wheatley is going to get the carry here as they grind it out on the ground. He makes the most of this one. Steelers midway through the first, Ben Roethlisberger would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. Raiders midway through the second, Troy Polamalu would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. The Steelers on defense, Philip Buchanan was able to step in front of this pass and pick one off, but he wasn't done there. Touchdown for the Raiders. Steelers behind 7-0. The bus, Jerome Bettis, is going to take this one to the outside. And once he gets the corner, it's a foot race. An 80-yard touchdown for the Steelers. And that's where we'll leave this one. Steelers are keeping it evened up. We're tied.
Third down.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Janikowski kicks it off to begin the second half. Randall L. downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense takes the field, and they will start at their own 20-yard line.
Down.
This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete.
Was the intended receiver? Philip Buchanan.
Ben Roethlisberger has had difficulties, to say the least, and now he's second-guessing everything he's throwing. Terrible day.
Second and 10. Ball at the Steelers, 20-yard line.
Down. Set.
Roethlisberger unloads this to the right sideline, and it's complete for a first down and a whole lot more. First down and moves forward for 7.
Jerome Bettis got a little help from his friends on that play, Dan. They gave him the space he needed to make the play. Great blocking up front.
They move the ball, and it will be second down. Second down, and they line up with 3 tight ends.
Down! Set!
Bettis picks up about 2, and that will bring up third down.
Number 91 with the tackle. Third and 1. Ball at the Steelers, 50-yard line.
Down! Set!
Bettis takes this one way out left and picks up the first down.
Jerome Bettis has taken it to the offense, sure enough, but you have to credit him for that huge run he broke off earlier. Real dangerous as soon as he gets past the line. I like his numbers here. So far, he's racked up 107 yards and 1 touchdown. Wow, those are nice stats. Way to carry the ball.
Bettis gains 3 yards, and that brings up second down. Second down, and this is the 7th play of the drive.
Down! Set!
No good, incomplete.
Pass interference, number 24, defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul.
Charles
Automatic
Woodson
first down.
manhandled that receiver back there like a puppy playing with a chew toy, Dan. And he rightly got slapped with defensive pass interference.
Ball at 35.
Down! Set! Go!
Eventually slides down at the 24. That will bring up first down.
Ben Roethlisberger has to resort to plan B on this play. That's why he gets the big bucks, Dan. He makes it happen no matter what. Oh, yeah, that scramble got him a nice gain. You can't coach that. That's just instinct.
Down!
Brayton makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Tyler Brayton swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in getting that one.
You know, as a team, they are batting down passes left and right. That is their 6th so far.
Wow, great anticipation of the pass.
Make sure you have enough gas next time you come around here, Sharp.
Ball at 24-yard line.
Down! Set!
Brayton sacks him way back at the 30.
Tyler Brayton got the sack, but he was totally unblocked. You need to at least lay a hand on someone to slow him down a bit.
That'll be his first sack of the game.
Third and 16. Ball at the 30-yard line.
Down!
the 19.
Rod Woodson gets the interception. That really happened because his teammate got in there and tipped him.
The Raiders are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at their own 19-yard line. Porter goes in motion.
Gray, 59.
Wheatley carries it for the 9th time and maybe picks up one on the play.
Face mask, number 30. Defense. 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Chad Scott held the face mask back there, but it was kind of iffy. That's a 5-yard penalty and a right call.
First down, just a single receiver on the field. Wheatley picks up about 2, and that will bring up second down.
Mike Logan made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
They allow a few yards, Peter, but they do stop them shy of the first.
Yeah, they've got to dig in if they want to stop him here. It'll be hard, however, since it's only second down.
Wheatley gets the call on second down and picks up the first down.
First down, Raiders.
Danny, can you deal with
First
this?
and 10. Ball at the Raiders, 31-yard line.
Blue 19.
Wheatley will take the handoff and heads left. Brought down at the 39.
Tyrone Wheatley played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
Peter, what a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Yeah, great play, and now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
Second down from the eye.
Ball at the Raiders, 39-yard line.
Check, goal 54. Check, goal 54.
Higgins tackles in behind the line of scrimmage.
Clark Higgins was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
That's his second tackle so far.
Hey, Wheatley, right now making you go back.
Down. Set.
Whips him down in the backfield, and that takes them even farther away from the markers. That will bring up fourth down.
Jason Gilden targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Peter, he's been lighting up the defensive side of the ball today and getting some nice numbers out of it.
You bet. So far, he's got 6 tackles.
Leckler gets ready to punt this away. Leckler gets the snap and pummels this one deep. Randall gives it at the 16. Stopped at the 18.
Antoine Randall got pinned deep by a beauty of a kick there, and by the time he looked up, there was nowhere to go.
So 3 quarters in the books now, and we're all tied. The Steelers had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their own 18-yard line. This one will fall incomplete.
Ben Roethlisberger has been searching for a rhythm out there, and he's come up short, Dan. As you can see by these numbers, he's been having a rough day of it. So far, he's struggled to get 78 yards and no touchdowns.
Second and 10. Ball at the Steelers, 18-yard line.
Down.
Will get the carry on second down and will end up losing a couple.
Charles Woodson was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
And he did a super job of lining up his man and then, pow, taking him down.
That's a great battle down there, Dan. This time, the D won.
No easy yards, Randall.
Ball at the Steelers, 16-yard line.
Forced out at the 7.
Charles Woodson makes a great...
The Raiders will start this drive all the way down at the 17-yard line. Wheatley carries it for the 15th time and only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Aaron Smith not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but buffed and polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up second down. Makes the catch. Touchdown.
Yeah, I know. I'm the man. I'm the man.
Yeah! That's a score.
Rich Gannon makes a terrific completion in double coverage here. Wow, now that is one confident QB.
Peter, that's his first touchdown pass of the game. How do his stats look?
Well, so far he's got 71 yards and 1 touchdown.
Sebastian Janikowski to attempt the extra point. Shane Leclerc.
Here's the point after, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Janikowski booms a beauty here. Randall L. downs this in the end zone for a touchback.
Look at the numbers generated on the ground. That is impressive.
Will get the carry on first down and takes it upfield.
Jerome Bettis changed a lot on this play, but it wasn't all him. Watch.
Bettis gains 3 yards, and that brings up second down. Second down, 2 tight ends in the game.
Ball at the Steelers, 34-yard line.
Roethlisberger puts his arm into this one, and it's complete for a first down and a hole.
Plaxico Burress faces double coverage on this play, but still comes out with the ball.
Ward didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Hines Ward tried to snag that one across the middle, but doesn't happen.
Another incompletion, and they still can't get it done through the air. And now that we're in the fourth quarter, Peter, it doesn't look like things are going to change.
It's okay to forget, that's for sure.
Roethlisberger goes up and the catch is made well past the markers for a first down.
Plaxico Burress is just crazy good on this play, Dan. He refuses to be intimidated by triple coverage. I would have tried to throw somewhere else, I think. Oh, but it didn't matter. He made the catch. Great job.
I'm sure he's glad to finally make a completion, considering he's already dropped 2 today. First down, 1 man down. Ford catches it in the flat and gains a couple.
Ben Roethlisberger threw the pass into double coverage, but gets his man perfectly. Hey, that was one accurate throw.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were hoping for more. Jerome Bettis went to the outside on that last play. Had some room, but couldn't make the catch. Incomplete.
Will be credited with the tackle. It'll be fourth down. Reed kicks from 36 yards out and has it set.
Jeff Reed misses the field goal here. Let's watch this again. Yep,
The Raiders offense takes the field with time winding down. They'll start at their own 27-yard line. Goes right up the middle and chews up about 4 on the play.
Number 43.
Tyrone Wheatley is bullying it up the middle with moderate success. I think he needs to vary it up a little bit to keep the D off guard. Up to now, he's accumulated 45 yards on 16 carries.
Second and 5. Ball at the Raiders, 31-yard line.
Green 17. Green 17.
Wheatley picks up about 2, and that will bring up third down. Third down, 3 yards to go. Wheatley carries this one off to the right and heads wide right. The Steelers take their first timeout. First down, the clock is stopped at 1:54. Wheatley carries it for the fourth straight time, and he's stopped. The clock continues to run.
Chad Scott targeted the ball carrier early. Didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That will be his fourth tackle, and he's hitting hard out there in the secondary.
Well, he's making them think twice before going his direction. Well, they'll wait until the last second to snap this one and take as much time as possible off the clock here.
Outright, and the Steelers take a timeout. That's their second.
Jerry Rice administered a block on that last play like an O-liner. That's something you don't see very often.
They move the ball, and that'll bring up third down. Wheatley will get stopped. The Steelers take a timeout. That's their final one. Leckler lines up for the punt.
Punt formation. Antoine Randall to make the return.
Leckler gets the snap and pummels this one deep. Randall fields the deep punt at the 9. Tackled at the 18.
Antoine Randall returned for a few there, but after that gigantic punt, it was like tearing a single page out of War and Peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
The Steelers will start this drive deep in their own territory with the clock at 1:09. Roethlisberger fires this one over the middle, and the catch is made, and the clock continues to wind down. Roethlisberger spikes the ball, and that will stop the clock. Third down. The clock is stopped at 57. Roethlisberger unloads this one to the left, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Rod Woodson came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception.
Another batted ball. They have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
That's right, Dan. Why else you can defend the pass when you can obliterate it?
Ward catches it in the flat.
Hines Ward goes to the outside to make a play, but he comes up short.
Dan, this game is over. There's no way for the D to stop the clock, and the offense is just going to sit on the ball to win this one.
And that is going to do it for this one. The Raiders come out on top 14-7. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
All right, Dan, thank you. So this one is in the books as we welcome you all to our ESPN Video Games post-game show. I'm Chris Berman. The Raiders stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. We'll pick up the action midway through the third quarter. The incomparable Rod Woodson was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. Ball at their own 15. Charles Woodson is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. The Raiders, after getting an interception, game tied 7-all. Rich Loose Gannon connected with his man on this one. Ben Roethlisberger would find his target on this one. And that's where we'll leave this one. Raiders edge out a win 14-7. Now let's take a sec to chat with our player of the game. The guy who seemed to be all over the field on defense and came up with big play after big play. Philip Buchanan was kind enough to give us a moment of his time, and he's on the field with Susie Calvert. Susie?
Thank you, Chris. You really came up big. You may have the ingredient your team needed to pull out a win here. What made the difference for you guys to come out triumphant today?
Well, I just made most of my abilities that I've been blessed with, and everything fell into place after that. You know, when I get going like I did today, the other team's in trouble. It's as simple as that.
Back to you, Chris.
Thanks for tuning into ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports for 25 years and counting. I'm Chris Berman. We'll see you next time. Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. We got a lot of games to cover, so let's get to it. In our first game this week, we had the Ravens squeeze out a 4-point victory. Algie Crumpler stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Jed Weaver nabbed 2 touchdown passes and helped his Broncos beat the Chiefs. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Sean Ellis is probably the one that most leaps out at you. He's suffering from symptoms of a concussion, and he'll be out for 13 weeks. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. Andy McCollum might be the biggest loss on this list. Doctors confirming the worst this week, a torn hamstring. And that'll put him out for 10 weeks. On to the serious news of the week. Jerome Woods is done for the year as he's been placed on injured reserve, and as the quarterback of the defense, his loss will certainly be felt. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
Raiders, Steelers. The bus, Jerome Bettis, come up with a big play here as he gets the carry and has clear sailing ahead. The Raiders go on to win this by the final score of 14-7. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Justin Fargas is on the move, as you see, as he accepts a pretty good offer to leave his current club. 2 years, $2.4 million.
In the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, we had the Eagles lose by 6 points. Down at Pro Player Stadium, we had the Dolphins get sent home with a 14-point loss. Lions, Bears. Rex Grossman in the red zone at the 14. He calls the signals and buys time with a quick rollout. Now on the move again, kind of flings it. Oh, man, got the 2 feet in, touchdown. The Bears win this one by the final score of 31-14. The Redskins defense came away with 3 turnovers in their victory at Raleigh, Maryland. The Cardinals won on the road and will now head home to meet the Patriots. Eric Mold stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Chargers, Texans. Sammy Davis is almost like a center fielder back there. Picks it off at his own 30-yard line. Look at up in the...
All right, Chris. Well, trades aren't quite as common in the NFL nowadays as they are in other sports, certainly. But we've got news to report to you on the trading front.
Colts, Patriots. Ty, I fought the law, and the law won. Is set up right near the midfield stripe to get this ball. And takes it just in his own territory. Jets right. There are a couple defenders there, but he outruns them. Where's the defense? Touchdown, 53 yards. The Patriots win this one by the final score of 35-21. And in our final game, we had the Saints come away victorious. So as usual, plenty of surprises around the NFL. And heck, I mean, we just got into week 1. My primetime players' game balls go out to these gentlemen, each one with a fine start to the season. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios.